What's up everybody? I'm Patrick, that's P-A-T-R-I-C-K, just so you get it right, because that's how I'm going to be helping you to get you on the right track to the right smartphone. Now for this episode, we're going to be looking at 5 different Android smartphones priced below 750 ringgit. Now just so you know, this episode is meant for those who are looking to buy a smartphone on a budget or looking at a cheaper alternative. Because you know, there's a new tax in town. I'm looking at you, GST. We've used the devices for about a week each to test their performance, battery life, usability, as well as pictures taken from the cameras. So here are the 5 smartphones: Asus Zenfone 6, HTC Desire 620G, Lenovo S856, Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime, and Xiaomi Redmi 2. Now let's see how these phones do in terms of performance. Now to get good standard results on performance and battery life, I'm running the PC Mark app on all 5 devices. Now if you do not know what PC Mark is, it's just basically a benchmarking tool to check performance and battery life as a whole, not as a separate unit. Out of the 5, the Zenfone 6 tops the rest with a work performance score of 3,605 points, followed by the Grand Prime at 3,122 points, the Redmi 2 at 2,973 points, Lenovo at 2,485 points, and Desire at 2,294 points. But these numbers does not necessarily reflect real-life performances. We tested all devices on how well they perform on gaming sessions, and casual games such as Temple Run 2 or Royal Revolt runs fine, except when tested on Redmi 2 and Desire. The Redmi and Desire fails to run the games at solid frame rates, causing noticeable lags during gameplay. This could affect your gaming experience, especially with games that require twitch reflexes like Temple Run. When it comes to graphically intensive games though, such as The Wolf Among Us, all 5 phones failed to deliver an acceptable performance. But hey, you get what you pay for. Playing games like Wolf Among Us on a smartphone is a luxury, and you're gonna need a pretty luxurious phone to do that. Now in this category, the Zenfone 6 outperforms all the rest in terms of being able to play from the simplest to the heaviest games without much of an issue. Moving on to battery life. There are many factors that affect a smartphone's battery life, such as screen brightness, processor efficiency, battery capacity, and even the operating system's user interface. The Grand Prime, which has 2,600 mAh capacity, again surprises by topping the battery life benchmark test with a score of 6 hours and 43 minutes. We tested it for a week as our main device, and it could easily last us 6 to 8 hours daily on a single charge with heavy social media usage. The Lenovo lasts slightly above the 6 hours and a half, while the Zenfone 6, which has the largest battery capacity here at 3,300 mAh, is slightly above the 6 hours mark. The Desire is the disappointment here, clocking only 5 hours and 48 minutes. However, the Redmi 2 is the odd one out, where it failed to run on the benchmark test for battery life, which might be down to compatibility issues for the PC Mark app. Now based on our usage pattern, it could easily last about 6 hours with a single charge. So, Samsung wins in this category. Cameras in smartphones have grown increasingly important over the years, and it only improves with each and every new generation of devices. On paper, the Zenfone 6 has the highest megapixel count with 13 megapixel for its rear shooter. The photo details of the Zenfone 6 are good, but the dark areas seem to be suffering from overly aggressive JPEG compression, throwing away a lot of detail in the dark areas of the image. It is also the only one which suffers shutter lag, about half a second for every shot. Now let's take a look at the photos taken by Desire. As you can see here, the objects in the photo have purple fringing, but it is far less than the Ultra Pixel 4MP model. The noise reduction from Desire's 8 megapixel camera is strong, and there are some noticeable flare issues too. The Redmi 2, which also sports an 8 megapixel camera, proved to be as bad, as it is not sharp, details are lacking in the daylight shots, and it is a bit soft, which might be caused by very low quality lens. On the other hand, the exposure, macro focus and colors on a Xiaomi are very good. The Lenovo comes with 8 megapixel camera. The photos showed strong noise reduction, are underexposed, and have pretty bad details. The colors look unnatural, but surprise surprise, no purple fringing. Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime has good details, but a bit underexposed. Overall, the best quality picture and exposure relative to the others. The end result of the test came as quite a surprise, as Grand Prime with just 8 megapixel camera gave us the best picture quality and exposure among the 5. We love how the shots we took produced good details, although with a little bit of underexposure, it is not too bad, considering it being affordable and all. Again, these smartphones are priced below 750 ringgit, but they're good enough to be your daily driver. Now, even though on paper Zenfone has the best specs, but hey, life is not on paper. So eat your hearts out, other phones, cause Samsung Grand Prime takes the prize. The camera is quite good for the price, it has a respectable battery life, and coming in second in work performance score, what more could you ask for in a budget smartphone? They're not flagship level good, but hey, they're not gonna break your bank either. We'll be doing more tech reviews and other cool stuff in the future, so subscribe to us. I'm Patrick, I'll see you next time. So for now, live long and tech hard.